We Were Here, are you focusing on the history of our place in rock and alternative spaces, but are you also focusing on like the colonization of it and the history erasure? Is it all in one, or is there one aspect of our history in the space that you're focusing on?
So it's really kind of going through the decades and looking at how Black people contributed and how we've been kind of pushed out of those spaces. So definitely kind of looking at the birth of rock and roll and how it became popularized. I do look at how rock and roll then became racialized once it was seen that Black artists were doing well, but not just doing well, that they were crossing over to white audiences, and it was threatening the segregation laws in America. That meant that it was beneficial for the music industry then to reward white artists to make rock and roll music and then make them the big stars. And also when music media came into play and became a big player, when Rolling Stone was founded, they then also helped define what was rock when it transitioned from rock and roll to rock. And the definitions that they used to say he was rock were very arbitrary, but very much geared towards the right white rock icons that the people that were running the magazine looked up to. So it was kind of a lot of ways that Black people were marginalized within that industry and kind of pushed to the side constantly. But also kind of looking at the different genres that Black people created over the years that made them say, look, rock is now this white thing. Why should we stay here? Maybe we go over here and somewhere which is a lot more empowering because it makes sense, especially in the 60s when there was a Black Power movement and there was kind of civil rights movements and a lot of kind of different things people had to consider. It makes more sense to get behind James Brown, who's singing, "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud," rather than go to kind of whatever's going on in under Rolling Stone and those different type of artists. So there's definitely kind of unpicking the context around why we were here and how we've been erased, and then the different Black people who have been here throughout the decades, and how they kept their place or how they were often moved to the side or pushed to the side because of racism, because of marginalization, and different things like that.